As part of the Research Skills for Engineering tutorial, learn how to design a better search. Consider how you normally search for information. You likely have a search engine you prefer and sources of information that you consider reliable. When searching for engineering articles and conference proceedings, two of the most used types of engineering information, you will want to expand the places you search to include subject databases. It can be helpful to think of databases as organized containers for scholarly sources. Whereas a general web search will return many types of sources, you've already made a decision to focus your attention on scholarly sources by searching within a database. Most people approach searching by typing a few relevant keywords, and in a search engine, this often yields decent results. However, you can be more precise in your searching by carefully choosing your keywords and combining those with search tools such as Boolean operators and phrase searching to improve the results you find. For this brief video, we'll use this research question as the starting point for searching. How can the earthquake resistance of bridges be improved? This screenshot shows the Compendex database, which is specific to engineering. With a single keyword search for earthquakes, it returns nearly 150,000 results. If you make use of the Boolean operator AND, you can add an additional term to narrow your focus and reduce your number of results. This is a strategy to increase the relevancy of your results. In this Venn diagram, you will only see the results that include both terms as represented by the dark blue overlapping area of the two circles in the center of those two circles. By adding the terms earthquakes and bridges with the operator AND, our result list shrinks from 150,000 to just over 10,000. However, single words don't always fully represent a concept. There are often relevant synonyms which can be joined together by typing the word OR. The terms earthquake or seismicity could both be helpful in finding articles relevant to the concept of earthquakes. And this Venn diagram shows that any results matching either term will be included in our result list. In the second example here, common spellings of the word fiber are captured by joining variants of the spellings with the word OR. However, this second example is also demonstrating another thing, phrase searching. This is useful whenever you have two or more words that regularly appear next to each other and you want them joined together to form a concept. Placing quotation marks around those multiple words will give you phrase searching abilities. This search shows earthquakes and bridges and our variants of carbon fiber joined by the word OR, and it returns 167 results, which is a huge reduction from the 150,000 that we started with no scrolling or reading to get us to this reduced list. This kind of refinement is very challenging to do with a general web search, as the structure of information is not nearly as organized across the internet as it is in an academic database that's designed around scholarly sources. It often takes a few iterations or tries to get the best mix of keywords, but with a bit of effort, you'll have a much better and more relevant result list to work from, as the articles and conference proceedings in our result list will be addressing similar topics, and by reading them, you can start to gain an understanding of the actual topic that you're exploring. A couple of slides ago, we noted that earthquake has a relevant synonym, seismicity. When we add that to our search string with the word OR, the search results expand from 167 on our previous screen to the 298 shown here. This is really important as it highlights that missing out on a relevant term can artificially reduce your result list. So you really do need to choose the words you type carefully when designing your search. You may have already noticed that below the search box there are suggested terms. These are clickable in Compendex and can be very helpful in assisting you in identifying additional words that you might not have considered. These terms correspond to a controlled vocabulary that we'll cover more in the video on Compendex. As a brief recap, to design a better search, make use of a database to find engineering articles and conference proceedings, choose your keywords carefully, and utilize Boolean operators and phrase searching. In the suggested activities for this section, we encourage you to do a search with the same terms in Compendex and the search engine you normally use to try out these results. With practice, you can design better searches as your default way of looking for information, ensuring that you find relevant results quickly and effectively.